right, I'm super excited to introduce Tracy Dimond today. She is a 2016 Baker Artist Award finalist. She's also the author of a full-length poetry collection called Emotion Industry from Barrelhouse, and 4 chapbooks, including To Tracy Like, To Like, and Sorry I Wrote So Many Sad Poems Today, which won the Baltimore City Paper's Best Chapbook.
Thank you, Claire. How's this in the back? Great. And thank you, David and Stefan, for having us on our sort of mini extended Barrelhouse poetry tour. We will next be in Gettysburg in May. This first poem is just trying to live through the horrors. I watch local television for the comedy. When did local news get heavy? Let's chat about the moon and its flattering angles on sinking cruise ships. I redefine danger when I corral dolphins. I use tulle to build a halo around an endangered coral reef. I read all the books and still don't know how to get game. I'm looking for authenticity in yearly subscriptions. Why doesn't age have a leash? I collect vitamin D and worry age will betray me. This one is for April's Clare's poem. It's Neon Nihilism, which I love. Real life Lisa Frank. I read that writing today lacks feeling. Add that to the pile of laundry. If I add rainbows to my hair, I might feel more range. I started to look on the bright side when I stopped getting paychecks. Let's go to the dog park and drink 40s in the trees. I'm a baseball fan now that I can paint my body orange. Instead of oil, my power source is sweet potatoes. I'm so high functioning, it's time to buy a sectional. You are allowed to laugh, which you all have been a good crowd, so thank you for offering that. So the poems in this manuscript Emotion Industry were all generated 2013 to 2017, but unfortunately it is still quite relevant. So this next poem opens with an epigraph from the New Yorker from 2013. Fiscal fallout. The Republican Party is more popular than the Kardashians, but less popular than cockroaches. That was in the New Yorker. They're lovely. I'm building a team out of local weathermen. Who's to say what's obscene? We must prepare, whiten our teeth, swallow bleach. Our infertility riding the tides is the perfect constituent. If we experience a fallout, I'll sequester your bones for the perfect broth. This one's for Justin. It's a lot of driving Interstate 95, and you're gonna do that both ways today. Landscape, land escape. What if there were budget cuts to oxygen? We're all bags of energy until our motivation runs out. The weather forecast is a daily alarm, so what did I do to deserve YouTube commercials about retirement plans? Privilege is not worrying every time you go outside. Even online is outside. Do not read the comments. When a child says, I could do that, in response to art, say, you should do it. Tolls are nothing like a tax on the heart. $22.15, I still want to see you. Show this feeling, waiting for someone to die. There is an evolution of why and how in every day. I changed my approach from what is right to what is potential. Use animal instincts, listening for footfalls and wheels. define the cost in progress. You are alive until you are dead. No, I am not special. I am just trying to be less depressed. A billboard screams, "Go outside and live." Thank you for the feedback. Distribute resources. Are you looking for proof? Forget landscape paintings as clear reality. Birds scream in the wind. They feel what is next. So something a friend told me to do when I was editing this manuscript was to track words that I use a lot. And I thought, oh, like I'll probably say body a lot or authenticity. The word I said the most was hair. 29 times because I have feelings about gender. But I do feel like I'm in good company because Tracy McMillan Cotton is working on a book about blondness and what that means culturally and ethically. So be on the lookout for that book too. I love her work and I'm really excited for it. I got so sad. Rule number 1 is cardio. I can outrun anxiety with the newest model shoe. I know I am an age, but I should believe puppies live forever at the end of rainbows and my vote matters. I kept trying to return my body, but could not get anyone to pay the shipping on eBay. If magazines are so good at calculating calorie deficits, why don't they manage the economy? I lighten the ends of my hair to pretend sunshine flows through me. This poem's heavily inspired by Doretha Lasky. Resistance. Why is there resistance to improvement? You should want to strive. I changed a light bulb within 12 hours. You could say I'm pretty successful. My dad showed me he has a free pass to national parks as a senior. I have a future to strive for. When I see couples, I'm like, oh nice, you get to have sex often with someone you definitely like. I have nightmares when I'm excited. A bad potato is easier to identify than a bad egg. Like, that cliche is so true. Is this the right time to talk about Plan B as the most honest drug results? Proof of effectiveness is on the packaging. You'll know it works when you are not pregnant. It would be more useful for me to consistently go to the doctor than the gym. Some days, you must choose between a deluxe bank or a deluxe gym. In other words, how do you show your status? It's easier to use resistance bands than resist the patriarchy. I am not trying to be irreverent. Ever analyze the arch in your foot? Language is so weird to me, so is land, and the bodily obsession with our gravitational pull. Our weight is our pull towards each other. We are so obsessed with identifying difference. That goes right into the statement, those with money dictate the rules, and I am ruled by what I hear. It's that feeling when you hear rumors about yourself and think, true. Can you tell I am working on my moxie? A major author identified me as the young person with the microphone. I also wrote a book called Sorry I Wrote So Many Sad Poems Today. Now strangers want to tell me what to write. There is no comment card on my book, but you could write about it on your blog, or better yet, please write a review for a major publication. We cannot touch our idols, but they teach us. All right, so this last, penultimate poem originated in the BMA, so I feel like I should read it. Stick to your lies. Reach into your pocket and pull out a sun. wake for the morning vomit routine. Keep following the line of syntax. We get to do this, we get to do this, we get to do this. If you have a question, Windex works on anything. I heard it on the Today Show. One time, a local news anchor asked me for a comment. I said I knew nothing about the trees. She asked again, I just need a comment. Stick to your lies. They fill the holes in your ribs. Please help me through this idea hangover prompted by, he hates me more. Stare into art as you wander a museum. A girl's statue has her shoulders back and chin up, so gorgeous and full of male gaze. Is this where fears are made? Take responsibility, stopping and making art. Try to push your feet into your sternum, dig into your heart. Existence is a metaphor for something. A couple I followed keeps looking back. It was nice they held the door. We must have the same goals, like, I also want a tender moment in the park. There is no more blending in, just leaves in my hair waves. No one listens closely to the whispers, but the wind is changing and roots are crying for caress. Leaves continue as camouflage, like the business casual in my closet. In long hair we trust. Ponytails will get work done because tans are fading like art in front of a window. All right, so I have a very short poem to finish, but I do always think about why we make art, and I want to thank you all for being here and taking your time to support the literary arts. I talked about Barrelhouse in the beginning, but if you're so inclined, purchasing my book and Justin's book supports Barrelhouse, supports Bird in Hand. So I just want to say thank you for that. This poem's about what I want out of a poetry career. And what I think about when I think about that is something Bernadette Mayer said, where she said one of the most important things for poetry is mutual aid. What I want out of a poetry career: fields of wildflowers, universal health care for my enemies. Thank you.